Just like that, we're back at the crib. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to Teamkeepitclean. Y'all are really the best, and we just one big family. It was so nice seeing so many of y'all. It was the best, man. I know the Ravens obviously didn't win. We're going into the bye week at 1-5 now, but just having that experience, being there, it ain't nothing like it, man. It's funny because a lot of people were like, man, why would you choose to come to this game? You paid money to come to this game. This is the game you choose to go to out of all the games. I said, no, it's cool, man, because super last minute, we got invited from Governor Wes Moore, the governor of Maryland, invited us to come watch the game in his suite. So it was cool. It was a very, very cool experience. It was nice. I know Peaks, he 100, he was there. I know some other people were there as well. It wasn't no like big, huge, major event, but I was thinking like, man, these other people that are here, like Peaks, he's super big on YouTube, on Instagram, all that stuff. There's this Baltimore bartender. Oh my goodness, I forget his name. He's really, really big on Instagram, on TikTok, and all that. I think like these other creators, these content creators, they so much bigger than me. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I appreciated it because it was fun. It was an experience, and I thank you all for your support because without y'all supporting over the years, none of this stuff happens. None of it at all. So thank y'all for being who y'all are. Thank y'all for being the way that y'all are. I love y'all. I really, really do. Again, everybody that we got to meet. It was my privilege and my honor to meet all of y'all. Yeah, because y'all a real deal, man. So thank you for everything. Now, we ain't really got too much to thank the Baltimore Ravens about because yikes, that was ugly. So the Ravens are 1-5. They're sitting at 1-5. Heading into the bye week. And that's crazy, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Even with Lamar missing 2.5 games, who would have thought? With this roster, with this team, like 1-5. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing. But I'm here to share my post-game thoughts on that game that we all watched. And yeah, it was rough. But let's just get straight into it. Shout out to the Los Angeles Rams, because they took care of business. Let's start off with the offense, though. I want to start off with Ravens offense. They came out in this game. They were running the ball. They were moving. And it was like, okay. But it's like every time they would get a significant run, they would get a big run. And sometimes even when they got a significant, I can't say too significant, but a pass play that got them some decent yards, penalty. There will be a flag. Holding, offensive pass interference. Usually it would be holding, but it was like, man, they just could not get out of their own way. That's how it was literally all game long. What's crazy about this game, Cooper Rush, he obviously started the game. He didn't finish the game, but I saw so many fans who've been sitting at the end of the bar, so many fans, before the game even started, saying, hey, Tyler Huntley needs to start. It needs to be Snoop that's the starter. He needs to be the one taking them first team reps. It needs to be him starting the game for the Baltimore Ravens this week. So many Ravens fans have been saying that even since last week. But the Ravens, they started Cooper Rush. And I was somebody that said, hey, I feel like Cooper Rush, he gives you a better chance to push the ball down the field. Because with Snoop, obviously, the scrambling ability is there. That opens some stuff up. But Snoop doesn't push the ball down the field like a Cooper Rush would. And I still do think that that's true. But Snoop did come in, and he did give the Ravens some kind of life. Obviously, it wasn't enough. But who knows what would have happened if he would have been in for the entirety of the game. Now, Cooper Rush, this game, it wasn't the prettiest. Now, if I miss anything, again, because since we were there in person, it's harder for me to analyze the game being there in person versus when I watch on TV. When I watch on TV, oh yeah, so much stuff that I can see, but being there, there's a lot of stuff that I miss. So if there's anything that I miss, like I know y'all will, just kindly leave it in the comment section. Numbers wise, 11 for 19, 72 yards, and he threw 1 interception. Now with Cooper Rush, wasn't anything pretty. He was getting the ball to some different guys. A lot of stuff that was happening out of his control. Completely out of his control. He literally could not do anything about it. The offensive line, bad. Very, very bad. He continued to face pressure. He obviously had some throwaways, had the 1 interception. But it was rough, man. It was really, really rough. But again, that was the offensive, like the pass blocking wise, it was rough. Run blocking, they opened some stuff up for Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry finally got over 100 yards for the first time since week 1, baby. Derrick Henry had 24 carries for 122 yards and averaged 5.1 yards per carry. That's crazy. That's crazy. Derrick Henry. But obviously, while he did get all them yards, it's almost like they were like empty calories. What Shannon Sharp would say about Dak Prescott. Empty calories. Because it ended up meaning nothing. Because this Baltimore Ravens offense, they moved the ball down the field. They ended up getting a field goal. So that was nice. But that ended up being their only points of this entire game. And there were multiple times when they were in the red zone. Multiple times. On the goal line. Now, I know a lot of people may disagree with this. But on the goal line, they gave it to Derrick Henry. I think he ran like 3 yards. But then after that, they did the tush push twice. They did the pole push 2 times with Mark Andrews. And obviously neither one of them worked. So then on that 4th down, they said, all right, let's just give it to Derrick Henry. And he got stopped. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Ravens got cute. It was the play calling, da-da-da-da. Now, get this. I do not think that was the worst sequence of play calling. Reason being because you remember was it the Lions game? Where the Ravens were literally right there on the goal line. Handed off to Derrick Henry, nothing. Handed off to Derrick Henry again, nothing. Handed off to Derrick Henry again, nothing. And then they did a play action on 4th down, I believe. So they saw that and they were like, you know what? Let's try to do something different. We are going to ensure that we get this 1 yard because with the pole push, there's no way that it gets stopped. Not at the 1 yard line. Come on, now that's a gimme right there. Ain't it? Ain't it? No, it wasn't. Tyler Linderbaum, he said that the Rams, that on the stop on the goal line stop, he said they just wanted it more than we did. So, wow, that's something right there, isn't it? And that was right before halftime, I believe, because the score was 3-3. So yeah, that was right before halftime. They just could not get it in the end zone at all. They tried, they really did. But see, I don't even think it was the worst play call. And I just think the offensive line they can't block. The offensive line is really bad. It's really, really bad. Really bad. It's great. And again, empty calories because Derrick Henry, 24 for 122, averaging 5.1 yards per game. So that looks great. It's like, oh, Derrick Henry was alive again. Derrick Henry was back. But we didn't score not one single touchdown. We had the ball at the 1 yard line. We didn't get in. Not with no pole push. Not with no Derrick Henry. Nothing. Nothing to show for it. It's terrible. It's terrible. Then another thing on offense, like again, Ravens had so many chances in this game. Rams were like, look, we're gonna chill this game. I seen a lot of people on Twitter and stuff say, oh, the Rams must have been out partying the night before. They was probably going to the Morgan State homecoming or I said, come on. But anyway, the Ravens had so many chances, they just kept giving the ball away. Zay Flowers, oh my goodness. Zay Flowers. That was tough. 2 fumbles. They only credited him with 1, but 2 fumbles from Zay Flowers. 2. Not 1, but 2. I remember on the one where he, not the end around, but where he caught the pass and he making all these people miss, yelling, jumping, screaming, yeah, let's go. Come on, Zay. Let's go. And then he fumbled. I said, man, it just felt nothing could go right for the Baltimore Ravens offense in that game. Nothing. And they actually, this is one where the ball kind of bounced their way, I guess. Zay Flowers fumble, both of them got recovered by the Rams. But when they were on the 1 yard line, I think it was a Derrick Henry run. I think it might have been that. But where he had the ball, he was running and pushing, trying to, he could not get it. That was crazy. Derrick Henry. I don't even care if your offensive line ain't even that good. Derrick Henry, 1 yard. Derrick Henry, the king. 1 yard. He couldn't get it. But he was pushing, and the Rams said, book, knock that ball out. That probably should have been a Rams touchdown, because I think it was Jared Verse that picked it up. That should have been a Rams touchdown. But the refs said, "Ooh," they said, "Oh, these Ravens, they've been so bad. Let's just say forward progress got stopped. Ooh, we'll stop the play. We'll try to save them, but it ain't work." So it was just crazy, man, seeing this offense just how bad they were. But then Tyler Huntley came in later on in the game. John Harbaugh he lied. He was lying. I know he wasn't telling the truth. He said, "Oh yeah, our plan was to play Cooper Rush and Tyler Huntley." That's a lie. We know that wasn't your plan. Because I like how Cordell Woolen brought out how he asked Cooper Rush, like, "Oh, was it the plan, or like, how did you feel when Tyler Huntley got in?" And Cooper Rush said he was surprised. But he said, shout out to Huntley, though. He said Huntley did his thing, but he said he was surprised. You can't be surprised if something is a plan. It wasn't the plan. It's okay, John Harbaugh. You ain't got to try to tickle our ears with stuff like, it wasn't the plan. But anyway, Tyler Huntley got in there, and he started to get an offense some life. Had some nice scrambles, but that was about it. Getting a lot of the short passes. Ravens needed big plays. They needed to move the ball downfield, but they obviously didn't get that going. So it was a lot of the same old stuff, just looked a little bit different. And that was the offense. That was the story of the offense yesterday. A lot of nothing. Baltimore Ravens defense. Oh, this was a tricky game for the defense, because when you look, the Rams, they held the Rams to 17 points. That's a win for us. And again, no moral victories, but being 1-5, you got to take some moral victories. So we'll take that when our defense played great, didn't they? Well, box score, yes. Points, yes. But when you look and watch the game, they were better. But some of the same issues. Now, but context is important, because the Rams, they had a touchdown that they dropped. They had a couple of passes that they dropped. So Rams, there were missed opportunities because of them. Not even because of our defense, but they were just dropping passes. We'll take it, but it ain't like the defense was just locking up. Puka Nacua. And it's football, so it happens. And with the Ravens, they know more than anybody. But Puka Nacua, he got hurt. He left the game. So he wasn't out there a lot of the time, too. So that obviously played a factor. Again, it's football, so it happens. But context still. But anyway, the defense on one of the Rams' touchdowns. Who scored? Was it Kyron Lacy? I could look at it right now. The running back, I think it was Kyron Lacy. Oh, Kyron Williams. I said Kyron. Oh man, I'm thinking of the story. Oh, that's so sad too. That I was thinking of that story from the I think it was a cornerback from LSU. Or did Kyron Lacy play wide receiver? I forget. My apologies. But that whole situation is sad. And that's why, again, you gotta you never know what people are going through. I know, sorry to get sidetracked, but this obviously is on my mind. You never know what people are going through. So try your best to be good to people. Really try. It can be tough. It can be, especially when people be rude to you, people be nasty to you. Try your best to be good to people, because everybody going through something, whether you know it or not. But anyway, Kyron Williams on his touchdown just made it look so easy. It's like Kyron Williams on the 1 yard line versus Derrick Henry on the 1 yard line. Who you think will score the touchdown first? Who you think will score the touchdown easier? It ain't the King, I tell you that much. Not this year. Oh boy, this is crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, on the other touchdown, where the Matthew Stafford passing touchdown to Higbee, it's literally a play that the Baltimore Ravens have been getting beat on, and guys have been wide open all year long. So play action, and they pass to either a running back or a tight end in the flat. Every time, and guys are wide open every time. It keeps on working against Ravens defense over and over and over and over and over. It's the craziest thing, but it's just a consistent thing. Ravens, they just don't know how to defend it. I don't know, literally wide open. If he would have mauled somebody, okay, hey, it happens. If he would have jumped over somebody, made some crazy acrobatic catch over a cornerback, a safety, a linebacker, something like, okay. If there was a mismatch, okay. But wide open. He wasn't even challenged. That's where the problem is. Wasn't even challenged. So, it's defense, man. Because what was crazy, like, throughout points of this game, I'm like, hold up, Zach, oh, you doing some stuff. But then there be these moments. Ravens just be having these moments. It's like there can be series, there can be drives where first and second down, they'll stop them, and we'll be like, oh, okay, here we go, baby. And we did get a turnover. So shout out to Ravens defense. I think it was John Jenkins forced that fumble on Matthew Stafford, picked it up, ran for 9 yards. So, okay, double J. Let's get it, baby. Then we even had another drive where we stopped them on 4th down. I said, okay. And the game was on the line, too, so they showed up. But then there were other times. First down, we get a stop. Second down, we get a stop. Third down, yeah. And there will be these plays where just their receivers just made some plays, man. Devontae Adams, even with his drops, he was catching everything else going his way. There was one play, too, with Kyron Williams. It was a 4th down. I think it was 4th and 2 for them. That was the play. It was 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. That was the play. Matthew Stafford dropped back. This man had so much time to throw the ball yesterday. It was crazy watching it. This man had so much time. But anyway, he dropped back. Ravens rushed two defensive linemen. They rushed 2. Zach Orgeron, sometimes he just be trying some stuff, man. He just be trying stuff out. He just be experimenting with his defense. They rushed 2 people. I said, okay. That's certainly a choice right there. But he rushed 2 people. And, yeah. They dropped back 9. And the Rams still got like a 30-something yard completion, something like that. They still got a long completion. 9 people in coverage. The running back ran like a little quick short right here. He ran maybe 4 yards, then turned around. But then he said, hold up. Oh, Trenton Simpson on me, number 32. All right, watch this. Cut up field. Matthew Stafford threw the perfect ball, and he got him. And just in case he didn't get it, because I thought he was out of bounds. I was like, oh, that's incomplete. But it was pass interference anyway. So either way, they got the big first down. Well, yeah, that was the story of these Ravens, man. They can't close. Can't close it out. Opportunities were there over and over and over throughout this entire game. They just couldn't stop the Rams enough. And in the big moments. The offense just could not produce. Special teams. Oh, man. Tyler Loop, he scored our only points of the game. So, that was good. So, hey. But anyway. Punt return. LaJohntay Wester. Oh, man. My Florida Ravens yesterday. My Florida Raven wide receivers yesterday. Oh, rough game, man. LaJohntay Wester, he had a punt return. He fumbled the ball, and the Rams recovered again. I said, oh, man. But then there was a penalty, so that saved them. Then he got a really nice punt return after that. I said, okay, there we go. He redeemed himself. But that was it. Special teams, they ain't really have too many opportunities to do anything. We got some punts. Shout out to Jordan Stout, the contract. Yeah, he been doing his thing, baby. That boy said, hey, somebody gonna pay me. I don't know who it's gonna be. Somebody gonna pay me though. So shout out to him, Air Jordan. But I mean, really not much to say about the special teams at all. And with coaching, I know probably the biggest thing that people will take away from this game with coaching, in my opinion, a couple of things. One will be the decision to not start Tyler Huntley over Cooper Rush. But again, I honestly didn't have a problem with that because, like I said, I feel like Cooper Rush, he'll push the ball down the field more. Tyler Huntley is just a lot of short stuff. But he does open things up with his scrambling ability, but he don't be pushing the ball down the field. And all the short stuff is cool, but you need to take them shots too. But again, Harbaugh said Lamar gonna be back next game against the Bears. So after this bye week, so it'll be nice to put these conversations about our backup quarterbacks to rest. That'll be cool. That'll be wonderful. But shout out to the backup quarterbacks because they there for a reason. Cooper Rush done been with the Cowboys. Now he with us. Tyler Huntley, he done been with us. He started out with us. Spent some time in some different places, but he's back now. So shout out to him too. But as far as the coaching, I know that was an issue that a lot of people had. I didn't have a problem with that. the those tries in the on the 1 yard line. Excuse me. They had a problem with that sequence. I didn't. I can understand why the people would have a problem because they're like, hey, why not just give it to Derrick Henry 4 times? You're on the 1 yard line. Come on, he got to get in there somehow. But again, I take you back to that Lions game, and I take you back to this whole season, and I take you back to this whole offensive line. This is a big opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens to make an adjustment there. You got to try something. You got to, because this has been really bad. And I know John Harbaugh and the Baltimore Ravens, they do not like admitting when they were wrong. They don't. This is an opportunity to be able to admit that you were wrong. You ain't even got to say it. You ain't even got to say, oh, man, I was wrong about the offensive. Don't say that. If you come out next week or the week after next, and instead of Filele, instead of Voorhees, it's Bullock, it's Ben Cleveland, it's whatever, just say, hey, we decided we wanted to try to give our offensive line a little spark. We want to try to give our offense a little spark, so we're making an adjustment on the offensive line. That's it. You ain't even got to say, I was wrong. Oh, our offensive line been so bad. No, that's all you got to say. That's it. See, Harbaugh, I made it easier for you. That's it. But, defense. Defense. Again, 17 points is better, but at the same time, like, when you look and watch the game, you can see, like, 17 points, very fortunate for this defense to only have given up 17 points. Harbaugh said he ain't making no changes with the coaching staff. Will anything change with that over the next week? We'll see, but probably not. Because this game, like, results matter in this game. And the results of the game, regardless of the drop stuff, regardless of how the Rams offense wasn't playing, 17 points. 17 points. So Zach Orr can say that confidently. They only scored 17 points. So, yeah, man. So we just got to, I'm going to say hope for the best, but I know a lot of y'all probably like, no, we hoping for the worst so everybody can get fired. We can clean house. I still want the Ravens to have a successful season. I still want to see them in the playoffs. I still want to see them with a chance in January. So I'm going to just hope for the best for this coaching staff since obviously nobody's going anywhere. Hope for the best for this team since obviously some guys are coming back. Harbaugh said Lamar and Roquan going to be back. And I just hope that they can get back on track, get things turned around, and just take it one game at a time. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention. DeAndre Hopkins. He just makes a crazy catch like once every game. That's just what he does. So shout out to him for making another one of those.